Jorge Antonio Vallejos, and you're watching BlackCoffeePoet.com. We are in our second week of August 2011. For the past 2 weeks, I've been writing about writing. I wrote a piece called Showing Up, another one called Showing Up Part 2, and I had a special letter to Wendy Babcock, who was a sex work activist here in Toronto who passed away. And then I wrote about picking your battles, lessons in writing, and yesterday I posted something called Winning by Losing, 4 stories in writing. So this is the Friday. As you know, we always have videos on Friday. Schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And because I've been doing a lot of writing about writing, which I don't necessarily do all the time, I'm usually focusing on reviews and interviews with authors and taping other people. But for the last 2 weeks, people have been asking me, show us a little bit about yourself, and that's what I've been doing. So BlackCoffeePoet.com was started because I didn't get into an MFA in creative writing program. And what I've got right here is my journal. And this is from Thursday, December 10th, 2009. And at 9:24 p.m., I wrote what became the rough draft of my letter to the MFA program that I was applying to. And you're going to see it's from the heart. It's real. It's not something that's academic and full of jargon. I just wanted to say what was on my mind and why I wanted to join. And basically this piece is called This Is Why I Write. And it just came out like that. The title came out of the writing afterwards. So, when I look at a written page, I smile. I like seeing the words traveling across lines, telling a story, putting a picture in someone's head. The sharing of words, images, feeling, sentiments, ideas. The written word has helped me through isolation, pain, struggle, and confusion. Story has left my mouth thousands of times and has left the mouths of thousands of people that came before me. Story is, was, has been an oral tradition that is now a written one. My mothers, the women who raised me, have always practiced story, introduced me to story, taught me story. My birth mother sang to me, read to me, and brought me to libraries and bookstores from a young age. Because of her, I am a writer and storyteller. Because of her, I learned and was able to share story on playgrounds, schoolyards, the back of my building, jail cells, and on paper, here, now, in magazines, newspapers, and literature journals. When I write, it is ceremony because story is song, and song comes from creator. The first song we hear is our mother's heartbeat. That song transformed to lullaby, to story, to text being read. My writing is an honor song. My writing is an ode to my mother, my life giver, and my mothers, who sang to me, sing to me, and taught me how to sing. And now listen to my song, hear my song, and read my song. This is why I write. When I see a book, I want to hold it, own it, read it, remember it. I go to bookstores even though I have way too many books on my shelves, night table, and floor. I love to look at books, be around books, walk with books, and soon to write books. This is why I write. I belong to a community and communities that have been wronged, looked down upon, are still wronged and looked down upon, and have overcome. If knocked down 12 times, they get up 13. I stand with them, speak with them, and read with them. This is why I write. I belong to a gender that has wronged and continues to wrong the opposite gender. I write to acknowledge my/our privileges, to teach my gender about our privileges, rights, and responsibilities. I write to educate with the hope of stopping the wrongs. I write to be in solidarity, to stand by or behind, to speak with and never for, to be a learner so as to be a better ally, so as to write more. I belong to a group that wants to express themselves, that loves story, that enjoys silence so as to give room for the voices they read on paper, write on paper, or hear before they get to paper. My group members know what it is to stop in their tracks to write on a napkin, jump out of bed at 3 a.m. to write a thought, a line, a quote, a paragraph, a chapter, a verse, a poem. My group frowns when they go on a date and hear, I only read when I have to. My group cries when a bookstore closes down. My group yells when there is a long waiting list for a book at the public library or when the library does not have the book. My group laments when their favorite writer dies. My group gets excited when their favorite writer comes out with a new book. My group learns from their favorite writers, sees their strengths and flaws, and works at their own style and improvement. My group sits, writes, reads, and does it all over again and again and loves it all. This is why I write. Thank you very much for joining us at blackcoffeepoet.com. I'm Jorge Antonio Vallejos, the Black Coffee Poet. Friend me on Facebook. I'm Black Coffee Poet on Facebook. Please friend me on Twitter. I'm also Black Coffee Poet. And just stay tuned with me. And thank you very much for reading. Spread the word. Peace out.